So in this video, we'll be setting up for JavaScript. For a start, we need a text editor. A text editor is where you type the code, the JavaScript code in our case, and then we're going to need a browser. So like I mentioned in the previous video, browsers come embedded with JavaScript engine that is able to execute JavaScript code. So we're going to be using the browser to test our JavaScript code. So let's get set up with this tool to continue with our course. So to get a text editor, we have a lot of text editors. We have VS Code, which is what I use, and that is what I recommend you to use as well for this tutorial, to be able to follow everything I'll be doing. But you can follow with another text editor as well. So if you prefer to use another text editor, that is still fine. Yeah. So but I'll be using VS Code in this course. So we have VS Code, we have Sublime, we have Notepad++, we have Atom, and so on and so forth. There are lots of text editors you can search. In our case, like I said, we are going to use VS Code. So head on to your browser and you can search for VS Code download, and you can see we have some results here. So I'm going to click on this. So when you come to the download section, we have the download for different operating systems. So if you are using a Windows system, you can download this. This is for Ubuntu, and this is for Mac. So Mac users, you download this, and for Windows users, you download this. So I've already downloaded, but if you want to download, you can just click on it, and the download will start. So after downloading, you double click on it to install. Then you install it on your system. Okay, so I've already set it up on my system, so I'm not going to go through the download for the VS Code. And secondly, we have the browser. So we have looked at how we can get a text editor, right? So I have my text editor. Let's take a look at it. VS Code. Okay, so this is my VS Code. Yeah, so when you install VS Code, you have something like this. So it's Visual Studio Code. It's a text editor for writing applications, not just JavaScript. We use it a lot with languages like JavaScript, Python, even C++, and so on. So for getting into tech, you'll find it useful. So this is the environment we are going to use. We'll come back to it. So the next thing we need is a browser. In my case, I'm using Chrome. I use Chrome more, but we have different browsers. So any browser you're using is fine. But like I said before, it will be easier for you to follow along if you use the same tools I'm making use of. So if you have Chrome, or if it's possible for you to download Chrome on your device, then I would recommend that. But if not, you can still continue with whatever browser you have. So back to our text editor. You can see we have some options here, some menu here. In the file menu, we have some options. You can open a folder. So this folder is basically where you have your project. So for me, I have I have my project set up, a folder created for the project for this tutorial. So I have it in JavaScript, and this is it. So you have to create a folder that you are going to be using for your project. So this is the project. So I'm going to open this folder in VS Code. So click on open. So you can either open it from here. So if you have this option shown on your screen, you can click on open to open the folder, or you can come to the file and then go to open folder to be able to open the folder. So like I said before, your project in JavaScript is basically a folder. So you create a folder for your project, and then inside the folder you can add the different files you'll be making use of in your project. So we go to I have it in, where's my work? Okay, here, then JavaScript, then okay, so this is my project modern JavaScript, and here I can add a file. Let's say start.js. Okay, so and since we are dealing with JavaScript, all our files will end with .js. That's a convention, that's a file extension for JavaScript, and you can see that automatically the text editor VS Code has recognized a file, and you can see an icon, a JavaScript icon added to the file. So once you have the name of the file .js, VS Code recognizes that this is a JavaScript file. If I remove the extension, you see that the icon will not be here. So if I do give it another extension, let's give it something like this. Yes, okay. Anyway, but this is not a JavaScript file, so I think that should be a bug, right? So so all your files will end with JavaScript JS. So that's the extension for JavaScript. So that's it for this video. Please subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.